Hey everybody, my name's Nick Van Heeren, and I just wanted to talk to you about, for just a few minutes, about boycotting the WBFO Blues Bash scheduled for April 25th. Many of you know that on January 22nd, I believe it was, that Anita West, who was the host of the Sunday Night Blues Show, was called to the WNED office of Ron Santora. It was a Thursday afternoon. And when she got there, Mr. Santora never said a word, but his assistant let Anita know that she was being dismissed and would no longer be on the air Sunday nights with her Sunday Night Blues Show. Now, I know this is corporate America and all that stuff, but it really troubles me, and it's very disturbing that a person that served faithfully for 10 years at the station brought in a lot of listeners, and I'm sure generated a whole bunch of revenues for the Western New York public broadcasting people. It just troubles me that the person who is responsible for her dismissal wasn't even man enough to say a word. And this is also a fellow who, on one of the pledge nights that Anita was hosting on Sunday night, he was alongside her taking in calls and pledges for WBFO and WNED. He also readily acknowledged that night that he doesn't even like music. So this is a person who doesn't even like music who made a decision that has affected so many people. Now, since that time, hundreds and hundreds of people have protested, have called in WBFO and WNED. They have canceled their pledges. They have stopped giving. They made it very plain that until Anita is brought back, they will not be supporting Western New York Public Broadcasting. Now, since that time, this has just fallen on deaf ears. And we're not giving up the struggle or the fight or whatever it is. We still want Anita West back on the air on Sunday nights. So the next plan of action, I suppose, would be to ask those who support Anita and appreciated her Sunday Night Blues Show. We are asking those people to boycott the WBFO Blues Bash, which once again, as I mentioned earlier, is scheduled for April 25th. Instead of that, I would encourage people to buy tickets to see Reverend Peyton and his Big Dan Band. And they are going to be performing at the Waiting Room. And I'm sure that night, as the day draws closer, you can check your Gusto listings, Art Voice of the Public, or all, Facebook pages. And I'm sure that there are many other things that you can do on a Saturday night in Western New York or Southern Ontario than going to the WBFO Blues Bash. This is not something that I like to do. I don't think this is something that any of us like to do. But in light of the poor decision that Mr. Santora has made, in light of the fact that he treated her so poorly, even in the dismissal process, in light of all these things, the only thing that will really make WNED and WBFO listen is finances, financial hardship. It's already created it. This is a huge event. This is a huge fundraiser for WBFO. So let's hit them where it hurts. They didn't treat Anita right. They have shown a disdain toward the hundreds of listeners, not just in Western New York and Southern Ontario, but throughout the United States. And there is also many international listeners as well. And this is the only way they're going to listen. So if you agree with this, share this video. It's messy. I had a flood in my basement, so it's sort of cluttered back there. Share it and get the word out that we should be boycotting the Blues Bash this year for WBFO. Thank you for listening or watching this, and take care. Have a good night.